Welcome to this special report on a mysterious and elusive cowboy bandit, a notorious bank robber who has eluded authorities for decades. With at least 9 known robberies and over $400,000 in stolen cash, he is one of the most wanted criminals in the United States. But who is the cowboy bandit? How has he managed to evade capture for so long, despite being linked to multiple bank robberies across the country? What motivates him to commit these crimes, and what clues have investigators been able to gather about his identity and whereabouts? These are just a few of the questions that have puzzled law enforcement and captivated the public. In this report, we will delve into the details of the cowboy bandit's criminal career, exploring the methods he has used to evade detection and the tactics he has employed to steal large sums of money from banks. We will examine the efforts of the FBI and local law enforcement to track down the cowboy bandit, and considering the theories and speculations that have circulated about his identity and whereabouts, is he a lone wolf operating on his own, or is he a part of a larger criminal network? Is he still alive, or has he retired from his life of crime? As we explore these questions and more, we invite you to join us on a journey to uncover the truth about the cowboy bandit. Will we finally be able to shed light on this shadowy figure and bring him to justice? Or will the mystery of the cowboy bandit continue to elude us? Stay tuned to find out. The cowboy bandit's criminal career began in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States, specifically in Spokane, Washington. On September the 19th, 1987, he entered a bank in Spokane and immediately pulled out a gun, brandishing it in front of the tellers and demanding money. He showed them that he had a police scanner in his possession that would alert him if anyone at the cashier had pulled any funny business. With the threat of violence looming, the tellers had no choice but to comply with the cowboy bandit's demands. He forced everyone into the vault and stole more than $100,000 from there. He left no fingerprints and avoided being caught on camera. Almost a year later, the cowboy bandit struck again in Spokane, this time stealing $14,000 from another bank. However, the bank had placed a dye pack in the bag of cash, which went off shortly after the cowboy bandit left the bank. A witness observed him entering a vehicle and escaping the scene. Despite this close call, the cowboy bandit remained at large. After another robbery in November 1988, bank employees were able to create composites of the cowboy bandit's appearance, but authorities were still hoping to get a photograph of him. On June 6, 1989, the cowboy bandit attempted to rob the Horizon Federal Credit Union in Spokane, but the banker stood up to him and his threats. Located in the historic Browns Addition neighbourhood, this credit union has been serving the community for over 50 years. As the cowboy bandit demanded money from the vault, the tellers bravely refused to comply and stood their ground. In response, the cowboy bandit had the tellers empty their drawers, taking whatever cash he could get his hands on. However, one of the tellers had a secret weapon, a bill trap, which activates a silent alarm on the bank surveillance camera when triggered. As the cowboy bandit made his escape, the trap was activated, marking the first time he was captured on film. But how does the cowboy bandit choose his targets? What methods does he use to evade detection and capture? How did the bank tellers in Spokane stand up to the cowboy bandit's threats? And how does the FBI believe the cowboy bandit has managed to remain at large and unidentified for so long? We may never know. Is there any particular reason the cowboy bandit wears sunglasses and cowboy boots during his robberies? Have there been any close calls or near misses in the search for the cowboy bandit? How has the cowboy bandit's modus operandi changed or evolved over the years? I hope to find answers to these questions as soon as possible. Using surveillance photos, investigators were able to connect the cowboy bandit to at least 3 other bank robberies in Tucson, Arizona, a city known for its beautiful desert scenery and rich history. His final robbery occurred on April 18, 1990, at a bank in Puget's south side town of Tacoma, Washington. Despite being linked to these additional robberies, the cowboy bandit remains at large and still unidentified. He is believed to live somewhere in the southwestern United States and commute to bank after bank in the Pacific Northwest. One possible theory about the Cowboy Bandit is that he is a former law enforcement officer or military veteran who has turned to a life of crime. This theory could be supported by several pieces of evidence. The Cowboy Bandit's use of a police scanner during his robberies suggests that he has a deep understanding of law enforcement tactics and procedures. His ability to evade capture for so long could be attributed to his knowledge of how to cover his tracks and stay off the radar. The Cowboy Bandit's appearance for cowboy boots and sunglasses could be seen as the nod to the tough guy image often associated with law enforcement and military personnel. If this theory is true, it could provide an insight into the Cowboy Bandit's motivations and mentality. It is possible that he is driven by a sense of disillusionment, of anger towards the law enforcement system, and has turned to crime as a way to vent his frustrations. Alternatively, he may be motivated by greed and desire for power, and sees bank robbery as a way to gain control and achieve his goals. Of course, that is just one possible theory, and it is important to note that this is based on speculation and inference. However, if proven true, it could provide valuable insights into the mind and motivations of the Cowboy Bandit and help law enforcement in their efforts to bring him to justice. As the curtains close on this special report on the Cowboy Bandit, it is clear that this notorious criminal has left a lasting impact on the communities he has targeted. From his early heists in Spokane, Washington, to his later robberies in Tucson, Arizona, and Tacoma, Washington, the Cowboy Bandit has caused fear and harm to countless individuals. Despite being wanted by the FBI and having his photographs and sketches released to the public, the Cowboy Bandit remains at large and unidentified, with speculation that he may reside in southwestern United States. His ability to evade capture for so long is a testament to his cunning and resourcefulness and serves as a reminder of the challenges faced by law enforcement in tracking down elusive criminals. However, the search for Cowboy Bandit is far from over. The FBI and local law enforcement continue to work tirelessly to bring this dangerous individual to justice, and are urging anyone with information about his whereabouts to come forward. The public has a crucial role to play in this effort, and we encourage anyone with information to speak up and bring the Cowboy Bandit to justice. In the end, the capture of the Cowboy Bandit will be a victory not just for law enforcement, but for the entire community. His crimes have caused fear and harm, and it is important that he is brought to justice so that people can feel safe and secure in their neighbourhoods. Let's hope that with the help of the public, the Cowboy Bandit's reign of terror can finally come to an end. This concludes our special report on the Cowboy Bandit. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share this video, like, comment and subscribe for more chilling tales, unsolved mysteries and haunted histories. Until next time, stay safe.